Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the finale for my eyeshadow project pan 2018 and the introduction for my Pan That palette 2019. So in this video I'm going to show you the 5 eyeshadows that I have been working on this past month and then tell you how many eyeshadows I have hit pan on in this project this year and then show you my Pan That palette at the end. So let's just get started with the eyeshadows from this past month. Let's start with this one. This is the Jaclyn Hill Dark Magic palette. In this palette, I was working on this shade, this brown shade right here. And there's absolutely no change. I have not used this. I did not use this once during this project. So kind of a failure, but all 5 of the shades the past like 2 months have been matte, so I never really do an all matte eye, so I never really used all of the 5 shadows on my eye at a time, so I was just working on like one transition shade at a time. That's what I would have used the shade for, and I just never got around to this one, so kind of a fail, but it's alright. The second shade is from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette, and it's the shade Sparks, which is this one right here. There we go. You can see I do have a dip in it, but these pans are huge. I have been using it. I did not wear makeup every single day in December. I was really slacking. I went on vacation. I went home for a little bit and I only brought one of these palettes. So I did not get as much use out of these shadows as I could have. But it is what it is. I'm on vacation. I don't really feel like wearing makeup every day. So I have not been. So not as much progress, but I do have a dip. So that is... that's a plus. So not a total fail, but I did not hit pan on it. The next shade is coming from the Modern Renaissance palette. This is the shade that I rolled in last time, and the shade is Warm Taupe. So that's this shade right here. I don't have a dip in it, but you can tell that I've used it. This is the palette that I brought home with me when I went back to New Jersey for a week. And I do have some brush marks in the pan. I did use it every time that I wore this palette. I have it on in my crease today underneath Sparks. I have Sparks, that's like the burgundy that you see, and then I have this on in my transition. So I did use it, but I did not use it enough to hit pan. So again, kind of a fail, but it's alright. And then the last 2 shades come from the Naked Heat palette. The shades are Ounce and Sauced. That's these 2 shades. And as you can see, I do not have pan on them, but if I tilt it like that, I got pretty dang close on Ounce, at least. Sauced, I probably had a little bit more to go, but Ounce, I was cutting it real close. I was waiting till the last day to film this to see if I actually would hit pan, but I didn't. So, kind of a fail. Didn't hit pan on anything this month, but I got pretty close on at least one shade. Like I said, I did not wear makeup every single day, so if I did wear makeup every single day and if I brought this home with me, I probably would have hit pan. There were a couple days where I used something else because my boyfriend got me 2 palettes for Christmas. You'll see my numbers have gone up pretty much a lot in my inventory, which I'm probably actually going to film next. So if you see this look again, it's because I filmed it right after this. So let's just go over how many eyeshadows I've hit pan on this year. I was keeping a list in this notebook that I have. So this year in total, the amount of eyeshadows that I've hit pan on, that even the ones that were not in this project that were even in other projects, or I just hit pan on naturally. I wrote them all down on this paper. I hit pan on 28 shadows. That's a ton. This project helped out a lot in that, because out of the 28 eyeshadows that I hit pan on, 18 were from this project. So 18 times I hit pan on something and switched something else in. So that was really helpful and helped me rotate through a lot. If I didn't do this project, or any project at all, I don't even know how many shadows I would have hit pan on. Probably 0. So I'm pretty proud that I hit pan on 18, and it's like hit pan on 18 in 2018. I didn't even plan that. That's just how it happened. But I hit pan on 28 shadows in total this year in this project and in other projects. And then I had this second list of eyeshadows that I finished this year. Not as much as other years, because I was rotating things out and not continuing to use something once I hit pan on it. But I've finished 5 shadows this year, which isn't a ton, but that's okay. 4 of the 5 came from one palette, and the other one shadow was a Super Shock shadow from ColourPop. The other 4 shadows came from that mini Smashbox holiday palette. It was like the 6-pan palette that I was working on earlier in the year, in like the projects and stuff. If you've been following me for a while, you probably know what it is, but it's in my empties. So I might film my yearly empties if anybody wants to see that. I have all my makeup empties saved. I didn't save like skincare and stuff, but I have all my makeup empties saved. But yeah, I finished 5 shadows this year and I hit pan on 28. So I think that's pretty good. Hopefully next year I can finish more shadows, because I am going to be doing a pan that palette. Again, I'm going away for 3 months, so I don't know how much I'm going to be getting done of the pan that palette, because I don't know how much makeup I'm going to be able to wear on a boat. So about a month and a half ago, I filmed a video asking you guys to help me pick my pan that palette. I gave you like 3 choices and asked you to comment on that video to tell me which palette you think that I should pan, and I read all the comments and I've came to a decision of what my pan that palette's going to be. My pan that palette for 2019 is going to be the Viseart Petite Pro palette. I chose this one even though I was leaning towards the 2 Kat Von D mini matte palettes, like the Shade and Light quads, because I can bring in whatever shimmer shadows that I wanted. I chose this one because it's so tiny. Like, the size is like the palm of my hand. And if you guys watched my last Get Ready With Me, you know I'm going on a semester abroad for the first 3 months of the year, which I'm going to be living on a boat for 3 months. So I don't think I'm going to be able to wear makeup a ton. So I just chose this palette because it's so tiny and I have everything I need. If I brought the 2 Shade and Light palettes with me, I would have to bring something other than those palettes. So that would be a lot more space than this palette. So I have 4 matte shades, 4 shimmer shades, and the pans are relatively small. So I think that I could finish this whole palette in 2019. Obviously when I finish like the cream shade and the brown shade, I'm going to have to rotate shades in. So this is not going to be the only thing that I work on next year, but probably these dark shades are going to last me all year. So yeah, this is going to be my 2019 pan that palette. This eyeshadow project pan that I did in 2018 was really, really successful. So I might continue that next year when I'm like not traveling at all. But I think that this is the best option for me in 2019. So the eyeshadow project pan is done. This is the finale and this is the intro for my pan that palette. Again, this is what it looks like. I don't have pan in any of the shades yet. I've only used it a couple times, so it's basically brand new. I've used this shimmery champagne shade quite a bit, but other than that, I haven't really used it. So this is going to be my pan that palette for 2019. So that's all I have for you today. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe down below and hit the little bell for notifications of when I upload videos. And please leave comments down below of future videos that you'd like to see. Thanks for watching. Bye!